4,000 computer cooling fans spin in unison inside a big spring warehouse clustered on 8-foot-high racks. The toaster-sized machines do their thing all day and all night. They whir, crunch their numbers, and they get hot. Really hot. The little computers' little fans pull in cold air on one end. On the other end of the little machines, hot air is blasted out, filling an alleyway between racks. Today, we're gonna visit the world's largest Bitcoin mining rig. Before starting the video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. An influx of interest from cryptocurrency businesses does not come without risk though. Bitmain, a China-based company, said in 2018 that it would invest $500 million to build a huge mining facility in Rockdale, bringing jobs to a community that has seen huge job losses after a coal plant closure in 2008. But after the price of Bitcoin dropped to just over $3,000 in the fall, the company pulled out of the project. Brendel of Dickens said that his optimism is cautious. He has hope that cryptocurrency mining will be able to bolster his county's economy and give stable jobs to some of his residents, but he notes that long-term sustainability is important. We see movement now, we see a lot of interest, we understand why that interest is there, but we just don't know what the future of Bitcoin mining is, Brendel said. I think that's the biggest concern right now is how well the industry will sustain itself. The largest Bitcoin mine in North America is in Rockdale, occupying 100 acres of farmland. That site, run by Riot Blockchain, has 60,000 miners working in 3 different buildings. And Rockdale has also drawn Chinese companies BitMining and Bitmain, with more Chinese mining businesses expected to come now that China has limited independent Bitcoin mining, apparently because it plans on launching its own national cryptocurrency. Why all these companies are coming to Texas is simple: cheap power and ample land on which to expand the power grid. Cryptocurrency mining companies prefer sites with huge electrical grid infrastructure and open land where solar or wind power generation facilities can be built near their mines, making their power sources more varied and ideally more reliable. Texas has all of that, as well as a deregulated energy market that already offers some of the cheapest power in the country. But explaining exactly what it is that these companies are doing all over Texas isn't as simple. For many, it can seem mind-numbingly complex. To understand it, you need to know something about cryptocurrencies and blockchains and hexadecimal and something called hash rate. Bitmain says its operation in the state, which is flush with cheap electricity and plenty of space, represents an alluring opportunity, especially after prices for the cryptocurrency more than doubled this year to about $8,200. In 2018, the company inked a deal with local officials to set up a bank of computers inside the Alcoa plant to mine Bitcoin. Thousands of processing units run 24 hours a day, sending trillions of numbers per second via the internet to mine Bitcoin. The configuration has roughly the height and width of a railroad boxcar, but extends in length for 3 football fields. Bitmain declined to disclose the cost to build its new facility or the total Bitcoin that it'll produce. It did reveal that the plant during its initial phase will use 25 megawatts of electricity, the same amount as about 20,000 average US household. The company says it plans to build out the plant to use 50 megawatts, and that eventual capacity could reach 300 megawatts, making it the world's largest Bitcoin mine. Cryptocurrency industry officials familiar with the technology say a 50 megawatt Bitcoin mine would cost about $80 million to $100 million to build. Using the rated specifications on Bitmain's Antminer S17 Pro mining computers, along with the website Crypto Compares Mining Profitability Calculator, the Rockdale facility could generate an estimated $73 million of revenue per year based on current prices. The only main input for these mines is electricity, and among US states, Texas has the 4th lowest power cost for industrial customers, according to government data. The project was initiated last year, then shelved in early 2019 after Bitcoin prices tumbled roughly 75% from their 2018 highs. As prices rebounded this year, Bitmain rushed to start up production. Once the price turned around, we ramped up, says Clint Brown, 54, a former construction contractor who now serves as a Bitmain project manager. And it was like, hurry up, we need to get this done. Hundreds of machines more powerful than the average computer will soon be housed in this 320-acre mining facility in Dickens County, where they'll work day and night to solve a complex series of algorithms. If successful, the reward will be newly minted Bitcoin. All the machines need to thrive are spaces to sit and electricity, lots of it. Kevin Brendel, Dickens County's top elected official, embraced the idea of the mine when Argo Blockchain, a Canadian cryptocurrency mining company, first approached him with the idea of building a facility in the area. Dickens County, population 2,300, is mostly improved pasture and grassland, Brendel said. It's wide open rangeland, it's cattle country with a little farming, he said. We don't have a lot of economic development. A mine could help stimulate the economy, creating jobs and improving the county's tax base. And in return, the mine will be powered by some of the cheapest electricity in the world. To be profitable, mining cryptocurrency requires lots of cheap energy. China was once the main hub for mining, with over half of the world's mining taking place in the country precisely because its electricity is cheap. But earlier this summer, local governments in China began to shut down Bitcoin mines as the country works to develop its own, better-controlled digital currency. Miners have since been scouring the globe for places where electricity is cheap, and many have settled on Texas as their destination. Texas's power grid is deregulated, which means customers can choose between different power providers, and providers are thus incentivized to provide lower rates. Mining facilities can set up long-term contracts with power providers that allow them to purchase electricity at a fixed price for many years, says Jason Les, CEO of Riot Blockchain, a US-based cryptocurrency mining company. Riot Blockchain recently acquired Whinstone US, the largest Bitcoin mining facility in the US based in Rockdale, Texas, for $80 million when demand for electricity goes up, particularly in the summer months. Texas power companies will actually pay mining facilities to lower their energy usage. If you were a miner that has a long-term power purchase agreement, then you own power at a fixed price. You're committing to buying energy for years no matter what, Les said. As a Bitcoin miner, you essentially own that power, and that allows you to work as a virtual power plant. You can take the power that you agreed to buy at a fixed lower price, and then you can sell that back to the grid. In recent months, Texas leaders have been vocal about their support of cryptocurrency mining coming to their state. In June, Governor Greg Abbott signed into law a bill that puts cryptocurrency under commercial law, making it easier for cryptocurrency businesses to operate in the state. In the same month, Abbott tweeted, "Texas will be the cryptocurrency leader," after the Texas grocery chain H-E-B announced that it will be putting cryptocurrency kiosks in some of its stores. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk halted his company's acceptance of Bitcoin transactions, citing the rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel. Musk said that Tesla will resume accepting Bitcoin once there is confirmation that about half of the energy used by miners will be from clean energy. While states like Kentucky and Louisiana also have cheap power, and others like Wyoming, which recently made it easier for cryptocurrency businesses to become LLCs, have politicians that are cryptocurrency friendly, Texas is the only state that seems to offer miners the best of both worlds. We've seen a good combination of political will with the reality of the electricity market there that have led people to start building in Texas, said Josh Goodbody, Chief Operating Officer of Credo, a digital asset management company. Increasingly, people are looking at Texas as a friendly place to build crypto businesses. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the following videos here.